I don't do that. I don't say that. I really don't say much about it at all. You know, usually by that point, the person coming for a class has heard that from some other source. And I'll say, well, I don't really believe that necessarily. Anyway, so. Oh, there you are.
Would you tell us about the gemstone Reiki, number one and number two? Right. Would you tell us exactly what you attune this to?
Okay.
I mean, go over that again, in case some of us are unclear.
I can't really tell you exactly what I attuned you to, because I did throw in that affirmation at the end where if you needed any extra guides or energies or attunements or whatever, that they'd occur at that time. And I don't monitor 24 people to find out what they got, when it came to that point in the process. So I can tell you everything but that, though. Let's see what I do. First thing that I did, obviously, was them, and the last person. Actually, I all through the 4 people, but I only told you on the last person that because I recorded that one as well, so I specifically requested it to be especially intended. But if there were anybody here that could benefit from the energy of that Usui-Tibetan Reiki attunement, that they received those energies as well. From there, we went on to first, second, and third degree attunements in the Sai Baba system. From there, we went on to gemstone Reiki, Tibetan Reiki, and expanded Tibetan Reiki. And what else did I turn? I turned a couple of other things that I thought were kind of. I was pretty deep in trance. Yeah, you have a question?
No, I just scratched my head.
Did you say Sakara? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Kathleen equated Sakara to that expanded Tibetan energy. Okay. But it doesn't have any processes go. I mean, I assume that she has symbols for it and stuff like that.
So what is the gemstone? Oh.
Well, getting back to the silver and gold and violet. Now, since it's in your energy now up to silver, and we're safely assuming that we've been taken all the way up to that level, how do we switch, if we need to the various levels?
Oh, that's
through intent?
One of the interesting things about the attunement processes is that there doesn't seem to be any terribly effective way to pass on that silver ray energy using them. I've done experiments with using violet breath, gold breath, expanding it up to silver breath. It still doesn't impart the energy. It just doesn't do it. So here's the way that I do it. I use the at a distance technique. That seems to be the only way to deal in that level of energy. And so after I'm done doing any kind of stock attunement, like a Reiki 3 attunement or something like that, what I'll do is I'll sit down and I'll do the solar angel thing where I'll say, ask my solar angel, group solar angel, all of the individual solar angels, and say, okay, now I'm going to try to pass along this, the silver ray energy, as Tom knows it by my nickname for it, so I call it the silver ray energy. So you go through the process with asking, telling your solar angel and group solar angel and all the other solar angels that you want to pass this energy on. Then ask for, and this is what I do, I ask for the assistance of TK, which is the Tibetan Lama teacher that originally revealed this. At least according to Irving. It seems valid in terms of its energetic principles. And I ask for the overlighting diva of the energy. And in my case, I call it the silver ray energy. And any other intelligences or overlighting intelligence that are important to attunement into it. And then I ask all of those that I've assembled to attune Bing Bing Bing, John Joe Perry, or the entire group minus such and such who doesn't want it, or something like that. And then I just wait and I watch the energy process unfold, because you're always reattuned to it anyway, so I can just watch it unfold on myself, and usually when it finishes on me, it finishes on everybody else. So that's the way that I pass that energy along. It seems to be really the only effective way of doing it. Aside from using, TK's thing where you just shoot it off the top of your head and into the other people's crowns, but that's not exactly something I can teach you to do. So this is the only effective way for you, I'll say, that I know of at this time. It doesn't get passed on during normal attunements, no matter how hard you try. So, I tried real hard. So I just sit down in a secondary position. after the attunements are done and carry out that visualization while people are still in a very relaxed state, and still receptive and still in sort of attunement mode, and carry it out. Gemstone Reiki. The first night I talked to Irving, we were discussing all this, and he asked me if I wanted Silver Ray, and I said no. I said no, I'd rather try to tap into it myself. And because I didn't like the whole downstream thing, where his philosophy is that if you're attuned, everybody downstream is attuned. I wasn't willing to make everybody downstream from me a guinea pig, you know. So I wanted to isolate it and research it first. And so we got talking about other complementary energies to Reiki that he ran across, and one of them was one he called Gemstone Reiki. And he actually had like sort of 7 gemstones that accompanied it, and he was trying to remember what they all were because he hadn't thought about this in a long time. But he sends me this energy, and it's just this really nice, soft energy. He sort of kicks guinea pigs around, he sort of guinea pigs you on the phone, where he's always trying to find the energy that everybody can feel. You know, to sort of validate, you know, that he can just shoot to anybody and that anybody can feel. He's always looking for that energy, or for energies that are really good at that. And so he's always asking me, how does this feel? How does this feel? You know, he's got like 3 or 4 that he wants to send you when you talk to him. But maybe it's because it's so spread out in the times that we talk. I don't know. But so Gemstone Reiki itself, you know, it didn't come with a lot of instructions for me, so I had to kind of look into it myself. Irving just thought it felt cool. And he always has cool explanations for stuff. Like, I had him analyze that Seiki Jitsu energy that was in that book, Shamanic Healer, and he thought it was real important to attend to it, so he attuned to it. So you probably have that too, right? But, you know, his particular analysis of it was something really technical about oxygenation relating to the bloodstream. And he got this really technical discourse of information on it when he asked, you know. Gemstone Reiki I found effective for a couple of interesting things. First of all, it's an awesome balancing energy. Second of all, people that use gemstones in their therapeutics usually put them on a shelf and leave them there after being attuned to this energy. It seems to be a mutable energy that provides the same energy that people are used to using in stone layouts and things like that. So, just a nice add-on. Irving is right, it was a nice add-on. It's a very nice energy.
How do you attune people to this energy?
The exact same way that I told you to do with the Silver Ray, only adapted for the Gemstone Reiki. In terms of, I don't really use TK on that one. I just sort of use the overlighting diva of the energy and generate how it feels to me.